Practice English conversation. Accepting your daily routine. Daily English listening. Some mornings feel exactly the same. You wake up, and you already know how the day will go. Nothing is wrong, but nothing feels exciting. That feeling can make the day feel very long.
Good morning, Mark. How do you feel about your daily routine these days? I notice you look a bit tired today. Sometimes routines can feel heavy. Do you feel that too?
Yes, I do. My routine feels the same every day, and it makes me bored. I wake up and already know what will happen. There is no surprise anymore. That makes me feel a little empty inside.
That sounds difficult. When everything feels the same, it can affect your mood. Do you feel less motivated because of that? I sometimes feel that way with my own schedule.
Exactly. I feel like I am just repeating yesterday, again and again. I go to classes, study, and go home. Nothing feels fresh or new. It makes the days feel longer than they really are.
I understand that feeling very well. When my days look the same, I start to feel sleepy even in the afternoon. It is not physical tiredness, but mental tiredness. It feels like my mind needs something different.
Yes, that is how I feel. My body is awake, but my mind feels slow. I try to stay positive, but it is hard. Sometimes I even feel slightly frustrated with myself.
Why frustrated? Is it because you think you should feel more grateful? Many people feel that pressure. It can create tension inside.
Yes, that is part of it. I think my life is fine, so I should not complain. But the boredom is still there. I feel guilty for feeling this way sometimes.
It is normal to feel bored. Routine gives us stability, but it can also feel limiting. Do you ever wish for a small change? Even something simple can shift your mood.
I do. I wish something unexpected would happen. Not something big, just something different. Even a small change could make me feel more alive.
Maybe your mind is asking for stimulation. When we repeat the same tasks, our energy drops. I notice I feel more tense when I am bored. It is a quiet kind of tension.
That is true. My boredom is not loud, but it stays with me all day. It makes everything feel less interesting. Even simple things feel dull.
Thank you for sharing that honestly. Talking about it already shows awareness. Maybe this feeling is telling you something important. We can explore that together.
I would like that. I do not want to feel stuck in my routine. I want to understand this boredom better. Maybe then I can change something small.
When you think about your daily routine, what thoughts come first? Do you feel more tired in your body or in your mind? I notice that mental tiredness can feel heavier. Sometimes it even makes the day look great to me. I feel that a little today.
For me, it is more in my mind. I wake up and already feel a small weight in my head. It is not strong, but it stays there quietly. I keep thinking about all the usual things I must do. That thought alone makes me feel tired.
I understand that. When I think about my schedule too much, I feel pressure before anything starts. It is like my mind is already busy. Even simple tasks feel bigger than they are. That feeling makes me less relaxed.
Yes, exactly. I know my routine is not very hard, but it still feels heavy. Maybe it is because it never changes. I sometimes feel like I am just moving through time. That thought makes me feel a bit empty.
That is an honest feeling. Do you ever feel that your routine controls you? I sometimes feel that I have no space to breathe. Even when I have free time, my mind still thinks about the next task. It makes it hard to fully rest.
I feel that too. Even when I sit quietly, I think about what is coming next. It is like I cannot switch off my thoughts. That makes my evenings less peaceful. I miss feeling truly relaxed.
Maybe your mind needs more meaning, not just activity. When I connect my routine to a purpose, I feel slightly better. It gives my day a softer feeling. Without that, everything feels mechanical. That word fits my mood today.
Mechanical is a good word. That is how my days feel sometimes. I move from one thing to another without thinking deeply. I want to feel more present in my routine. I think that would change my mood.
That sounds important. When we are present, even simple moments can feel different. I try to notice small thoughts during the day. It helps me feel more alive inside. Even a small shift in thinking can help.
I like that idea. Maybe my routine is not the real problem. Maybe it is my way of thinking about it. That thought makes me feel a little hopeful. I feel slightly lighter just saying that.
I am glad you feel that. Awareness is the first step to change. You are already thinking differently about your day. That shows growth. I feel calm hearing you reflect like this.
Thank you, Anne. Talking about my thoughts helps me understand them better. I still feel tired, but not as stuck as before. My routine feels the same, but my perspective feels softer. That small change feels important to me.
I notice something interesting as we talk. Maybe the routine is not the real problem for you. Maybe it is the feeling of repeating without thinking. When I change my attitude, the same day feels slightly different. That idea makes me feel curious.
Yes, I think you are right. I often move through my day on autopilot. I do not really stop to notice how I feel. When I think about that now, I feel a bit surprised. Maybe I have more control than I thought.
That is a small but important insight. When we become aware, we create space in our minds. That space feels calm and open to me. It is like taking a quiet breath inside. I like that gentle feeling.
I like that image. A quiet breath inside sounds peaceful. I realize I rarely give myself that moment. I usually rush from one thought to another. That rushing creates more tiredness than my routine does.
That makes sense. Constant thinking can be exhausting. Even simple days feel heavy when the mind is busy. When I slow my thoughts, I feel lighter and more present. It is a small shift, but it changes my mood.
I can feel that shift right now. Just talking slowly helps me notice my thoughts better. I feel more connected to what I am saying. My routine does not seem as boring in this moment. It feels more neutral.
Neutral can be good. Not every day needs to be exciting. Sometimes calm and stable days are enough. When I accept that, I feel less pressure to feel happy all the time. That acceptance feels comforting.
I agree. I think I expected my days to feel more special. When they did not, I felt disappointed. Now I see that normal days are part of life. That thought makes me feel more relaxed inside.
That sounds like real growth. You are not fighting your routine anymore. You are observing it with more kindness. That gentle mindset creates peace. I can hear it in your voice.
Thank you, Anne. I feel calmer and more open now. My routine has not changed, but my feelings about it have softened. That small insight feels powerful. I think I can carry this awareness into tomorrow.
I notice your voice sounds more peaceful now. It feels like you are not fighting your routine anymore. There is a quiet acceptance in your words that makes the conversation feel warm to me. I feel steady hearing you speak like this.
I think I finally understand something simple. My routine is not my enemy. It is just a part of my life right now. When I stop resisting it, I feel less tired. That realization makes my chest feel lighter.
That is a beautiful insight. Acceptance does not mean you love everything. It just means you stop pushing against reality. When I accept my daily rhythm, I feel more grounded. It gives me a soft sense of stability.
Yes, stability is the right word. I used to see my routine as boring and limiting. Now I see it as something that supports me. That small change in thinking feels powerful. I feel calm in a deeper way.
I can sense that deeper calm. It feels natural, not forced. When we accept our routine, we also accept ourselves. That creates inner peace. I feel that peace in this moment.
I feel it too. My days may still look the same, but my heart feels different. I do not need every day to be exciting. It is enough that I feel balanced. That thought makes me quietly grateful.
Gratitude changes everything. Even simple routines can feel meaningful with that mindset. When I focus on what is steady, I feel safe. That safety gives me energy. It feels comforting.
I think I was searching for something bigger before. Now I see that small awareness is enough. My routine feels calmer in my mind. I feel more patient with myself. That patience feels kind.
You have grown through this reflection. You moved from tension to understanding. Now you are sitting with acceptance. That journey feels important. I feel proud of your openness.
Thank you, Anne. I feel proud of myself too, in a quiet way. My routine has not changed, but my relationship with it has. I feel steady and clear. That is enough for today.
Vocabulary 5 words. Acceptance, agreeing with something as it is. Example, acceptance helped me feel calm. Stability, a steady and balanced feeling. Example, my routine gives me stability. Gratitude, feeling thankful. Example, I feel gratitude for my simple day. Grounded, feeling calm and steady. Example, I feel grounded in my daily life. Patient, able to wait calmly. Example, I try to be patient with myself.